Good evening. So in today's class we'll be talking about the structure of the sperm. I have done a video on spermatogenesis just before it, so kindly watch that also for the formation of sperm. Now talking about the sperm is the male gamete and is the smallest known human cell. In the human body it is the smallest cell ever found, and is the male gamete, which is a haploid cell for the requirement of fertilization. So it is haploid, it is N, and it has chromosomes 23, and is the male gamete. Now talking about the structure of the sperm, the body of the sperm is divided into three parts: the head, the middle piece, and the tail. Now coming to the first part, the head. The head of the sperm has the nucleus, which is the governing body. Now sperm is a single cell, so it will have the nucleus, which is the governing body of the cell. Along with the nucleus, it has the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the fluid filled matrix in the cell, which will contain all the cell organelles required for the cell to function properly. And apart from that, the whole body of the sperm is covered by the plasma membrane. Now sperm is an animal cell, it won't have a cell wall, it will directly have a plasma membrane only. Now apart from that, at the tip of the head of the sperm, there is another substance called acrosome. Now acrosome is a substance which is rich in enzymes. Now what is the need of this acrosome? That when the sperm will fuse with the egg, the female gamete, in fertilization, the egg is covered by very highly strong membranes which are called zona pellucidia membranes. And to break these membranes and get fertilized with the nucleus of the egg, the sperm has to break the membrane. For that, the acrosome is there, which will break the membrane of the zona pellucidia of the egg and will allow the sperm to enter it. I hope it is clear. After the head is the neck, and after the neck is the middle piece. The middle piece of the sperm is rich in the cell organelle mitochondria. Now sperm is a male gamete and it is motile, it can move. The sperm only reaches the ovum does not reach the egg, the sperm. So for that movement, if anything moves, it has to do work, and for work we require energy. So because of that, the sperm has to have energy in order to move and reach the female gamete. For that, the sperm has so many mitochondria, and as we all know, mitochondria is the powerhouse of a cell. It makes the cell rich in energy. So the sperm has mitochondria which will make it rich in energy for movement. And in the end is another very crucial part, the tail of the sperm. Now why is the tail important? Tail is very important because tail will give the sperm flexibility. It will help to move the sperm, it will help to make the sperm flexible. And as sperm is motile, again it has to move to the egg won't move towards it. So that's why it has to have some movement facilitator. Like we have legs, it has a tail, and it has mitochondria and the middle piece to give it energy for that movement. Now we can compare the movement of the sperm to the slithering of a snake. The tail of the snake helps it to slither like this. It slithers like this. In the same way the sperm also moves. Its structure is also quite similar to that of a snake. And that's why the tail, which helps the snake to move like this, the tail of the sperm also helps to move it like this only. And then it reaches the female body to the female gamete for fertilization. So this was about the structure of the sperm. So there are three major divisions in it: the head, middle piece, and a tail. And it's a single cell, so all the components of the cell required will be there in the sperm. Now one more thing before we close the class is the nucleus of the sperm is also rich in the genetic material from the parent, the father parent. The father's genetic material and the sex chromosome of the father, whether it is X or Y, will be contained in this nucleus. And due to this nucleus only, the sex of the unborn baby will be determined, whether it's going to be XX a girl or XY a boy. Fine. So after this, in my next video, I'll be talking about sex determination. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.